So our next item, I don't know if you've been shopping with me, but we just finished a presentation of the ProForm XBike, and it's in 10 faves. It's one of our 10 favorite items of the day. And you know, you usually think of fitness equipment as sort of that New Year's resolution, so maybe in January, but maybe this time of year you're like me and you're thinking, you know, kind of checking in that kind of halfway point of the year, like how did the year go? How are you doing? It might be time to get home that fitness equipment at $159.95 and free shipping and handling. There's so many things I love about this. I love that it has a really nice cushiony seat that's super comfortable. There's a 250-pound weight capacity. You've got the dial here, so the resistance can be low all the way up to that athlete in the family. You've got a great LCD screen where you can really take track of how long you've been on the bike, the time, the calories burned, so many different things. And you also have your heart rate monitor included. The other thing is you get a set of 2-pound weights. You have your choice of colors, purple, blue, or gray. But let's take a listen and hear some folks' experience with the ProForm XBike.
My name is Rebecca, and I have 5 kids. Before using the XBike, I would try and go running, and I didn't have the stamina that I was used to having in the past. So my goal was to increase my strength. It was also to lose weight. I chose the XBike because I did some research and saw that this one was very compact. It's not too heavy, you can carry it. I would carry it upstairs and take it outside and exercise with it. And it's quiet. Like, I have sat on it while we've watched a movie. Having children, you want to keep up with them, especially as they become teenagers, and just wanting to look good. And stamina is an important thing to me, just having that strength to be able to go out and run or hike or do those things that I like to do. That's really important to me.
Did I mention that this is a customer pick with 536 reviews on hsn.com? Honestly, that gave me a second look. I don't have this bike. I have a couple other pieces of home fitness equipment, but what I love is this is fit in my house. We're gonna bring one of 10 Fave superstars out here, Rachel, and she's going to be demonstrating how you can fold the bike up and how easy it is to jump on it and work out. So all you have to do is just give it a little fold right there. And then anywhere in your house, it's super lightweight. The whole thing only weighs 50 pounds, yet it has a 250-pound weight capacity. When you go on that super cushy seat, you just pop your little feet in there, and it's got little, kind of straps to keep them secure. And then you watch your favorite TV show and enjoy it. And I know when Rachel's not working, she turns on the TV to make sure she always watches me. That's her main entertainment. I don't know why, it's kind of weird. But there you go, I got a smile out of you. $31.99 to get home. And the weights are also included. So you can just leave them here nested, or you can do like a little workout with them if you want. Rachel, if you feel like it. No, they're telling you not to do that. They're like, okay. But just a little biceps, a little triceps. And remember, you get your color choice. So we have them in this great purple right here. We also have it available in blue and gray, but the purple is the most limited, right, Kyle? Yep, okay, so the purple's the most limited. Now, we've had this bike, thank you, Rachel, so much. You did a fabulous job. We've had this before and we've sold out completely. We just got them back in stock, and we have about 2,000 for the entire 24-hour for the day. I just did the first presentation. There's only gonna be one other show, and it's at 7 a.m., and then it's gonna be on hsn.com all day as part of our 10 favorite items of the day, 10 faves. So I really encourage you to pick it up at $159.95. It's the birthday price, the best price it's ever been. Free shipping and handling just adds more bonus to the great deal that we're doing today. Oversized cushion seat for me, so comfortable. And by the way, easily adjust, so if you want to use it, then your husband uses it. It's really super easy to adjust the height of it. And by the way, it's important that you do that for comfort. And then we've got FlexPay. So $31.99, that's on any major credit card, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Diners, Discover, or you can do PayPal, and then we send it right out to you. Now, lightweight, 50 pounds. You can pop it in a closet, pop it in the garage, put it outside. Maybe you've got that spare room that's gonna be sort of like a guest room, but then, you can have your ProForm XBike in there as a workout room, and then, you can fold it up and then have it as a, wrapping room when the holidays come around. This is the bike that you will use, you know, that because you can pop in front of the TV set. You can just use it. You don't have to put on like a big fancy outfit, workout outfit. As a matter of fact, in the last hour, I did the entire hour working out with what I have on right now, except I had sneakers on. But I want you to feel relaxed and confident to work out in the privacy of your own home. And I find, this is for me, that if the fitness equipment is right in my house and I don't have to get in my car, drive somewhere, put on a special outfit, I'll jump on the bike, I'll jump on, you know, the treadmill and work out for 10-15 minutes, and that really, really adds up and makes a huge difference. So if you want to see a full presentation, there's only one more show, and that's at 7 a.m. on HSN today. The item number is 428-7.